How everybody doing? Man, this weather is killing me. So cold. So cold, man. This is Florida, damn it. Why it's so cold, man? South Florida too. Man, it is what it is. Man, just sitting here just getting downloads and strolling down social media. Um, just been going across. I guess it's something I need to talk about. I've been going across my feed wall. You feel me? And like it keep popping. It keep popping. Like people talking about what's the deal about waterfalls? What's what's keeping this water continue going? Why it never end? Why it never stop? You got to think about it. For you to talk about waterfall, why it never stop, you got to go back. It say in your Bible, when they cut the trees. But the story is, why is never waterfall? Because we living on a platform. Every country that you see is all began. Once it was a tree been cut. Remember, why you see water keep coming out, never stop. It's from the roots, from the water, from the ocean. All of us is living on a on a tree stump. That's why when water go in, the water we're supposed to drink, that's the water. Technically, that's the real filtered water. They're not gonna let you know that. That water right there that come from the tree branches or the roots of the tree from the ocean, why it's not salty? Because it's been filtered. Same source they use right now to filter our water is chlorine. That's where they get the idea from mother, from nature, from Mother Earth, from God himself. So when you see a waterfall, just remember that you standing on a tree stump. The ocean water level is supposed to be lower than you think it is. The only reason the ocean level is high right now is because um, we keep dropping. The government keep dropping things in the water. When we got body of water, when it's all closed in, once you start throwing things in the bottom of it, the water starts to rise. The water levels will be way lower than that, and that's why we don't have no giants no more. Cause the big trees, for the giant for able to live survive, the trees must be higher than them so it could produce more oxygen for them. That's why they die off, because they could not breathe. The sun keep hitting them, and that's why you see some mountain shit like a human, because that was once a giant. That's that red salt they talking about. That's just the body of a human being, a giant. Um, it's a lot about this world that you do not understand, because for you to understand, you gotta go deep within and see the world from within, outside from within. Because all of us right now in America alone is used to be a big tree branch. That's why it's cracked up in the middle, separate, look like some state to state thing. It's all of us living on the tree. That's how America. We just not but a tick, a pest like an ant in this giant tree branch. It's amazing what you'll learn, man. It's amazing how the world was created. So when the water never stopped, that means the water continues cycling. The roots of the tree bring the water up to the mountains, because the mountains is nothing but a tree branch, a tree stump. Come down and recycle, do the same thing all over again, all over again. It's amazing how God makes things work, how God will shift things around. So The water level of the ocean used to be way lower than what you think it is. That's why they rise it up. So all the secret that they holding from underground, like the rest of the pyramid, the rest of the all the secret knowledge hidden from the Grand Canyon, and places that if you clean out the ocean right now, you'll see how low the water will go. Then you'll see the roots that's coming from under us. It's not no dirt. We just so small. We just a speck. It look like dirt and sand. That's nothing but like how you call it when you cut a tree down, the little dust. That's all it is. And it's amazing, man. When you look life in the spiritual level. That's why we forever will ever always going to have waterfalls. You can never stop it because that's part of nature. You only could realign it to go somewhere else, but you can never stop a waterfall because we sitting on right there right in the center of a tree stump they broke down, living on top of the roots. That's why we all connected with trees. That's why you see trees. When you see a stump, start seeing grass and trees grow inside of it. That's exactly what's going on right now with the tree we live in. The only reason we're not that tall because the trees is not that tall. If the tree was way up there, we would have been giants. We would have been adapt to grow that high, to able to get that oxygen. See, we just not but little ants inside a tree, living on top of the tree, building on top of the tree. We These trees that we see right now is nothing but branches that's growing from the tree that they done cut off. The world is not what you think it is. It's big, at the same time small. It's the way how you look at it. But it's been a whole bunch of cycles. It's been a whole bunch of revolutions. Been a whole bunch of beginnings. Right now we just gotta save our time. It's our time to save ourselves. Before the cycle happens, it's near. It's so near. The thing you could see just looking at waterfalls. Just looking at the universe for what it is. You'll find out the truth. You don't need nobody to tell you the truth. You don't need no textbook. You don't need none of that. Just look at it. Just put that together like the trees that we have right now. You bust some trees open, water start flowing out like a waterfall because the roots is connected to the same big branch that they left when they cut the giant trees. It was bigger than it was people that was more bigger than the giants. They telling us. They showing us the one we discovering. It was big giants. It's way bigger giants than them because the reset was the tree that they cut. Now the tree only grow as high as for us to get oxygen to breathe out of. So we ain't never gonna get taller than the tree that been growing so long. We never could get taller than the tree because that's how God created. So we could breathe, so we could stay alive. It's amazing. Everything is cycle. Nothing get wasted. They just telling us that to keep us confused, to keep us blinded, not really seeing what it is for what it is. Open your eyes and see, man. The world is way bigger and at the same time smaller than you think it is. Just imagine. Every country is began as a big tree stump. It once was a tree. As Africa itself, a big ass tree. Rise, America itself, a big ass tree. Mexico, every country that's surrounded by water. It was nothing but a big old tree stump. Right now, it's the tree stump that we living on top of. But everything else before that, nothing but a big tree just trying to reach the heavens. I guess you could say it. That's how they say it in the Bible. But like I say, heaven is in us. It's just this life that we surviving out of. We just gotta look at it from a different side, not what they tell us. We gotta able to see it ourselves. Till you tap into the spirit, open your mind up to possibilities and new ideas and new discoveries. You'll learn something. You'll learn something they would never want you to learn when you was in school. Knowledge is power. That's why we have waterfalls. So we right there living on the tree stump. Doesn't matter if it's from California to New York. It was one big tree just going up. That's why you got places you see mountain. That's just not but cracks from the tree from falling, from being cut. Then in between there you have waterfalls, volcanoes from the underground, from the bottom. It's amazing how life is. It's amazing how we become. It's amazing how God created for us to be turned how we is right now. Somewhere down the line, we let the enemy confuse us and take all the knowledge from us. But the knowledge is back. The spiritual knowledge is back. The Christ conscience is back. No need to have fear. Just live in your truth. Last king. So cold, so cold. I love y'all, man. God love y'all too.